pretty amazing, these logs everywhere. Just like perfect natural bridges. I don't see any steelhead or any salmon. I know that they're out in the big river right now. They're out in the Columbia. I'm not sure if they really would migrate up this little river, but I mean, I'm sure some do. But this time of year, some of the rivers around here you'll just see packed with steelhead, salmon. I haven't seen one yet, which kind of means that they're not in here, because I should have saw one or two flicker by now. But this is a cool area. I'm really glad I pulled in here. I mean, when you're hunting for a Sasquatch, you know, it's just kind of one of those things. You could just bump into one at the most unexpected times. And it's areas like this that I just feel like this is somewhere they would come. And it is close to the highway, but you know, I don't think they care. Yeah, see this type of dirt. Oh God. If I could find a footprint in here. Because it's really hard where I'm doing my research to get good footprints. Because it's so mossy. Moss and pine needles, and plus it's all really hard ground. So none of my footprints are, you know, that great. I found a couple that I was pretty happy with, but I still would love to get that deep, perfect, you know, plasterable footprint, just to, you know, just to have some bragging rights, really, more than anything. So, I have postulated that this is a major food source for these creatures. Because when I saw one the first time, I didn't know for sure what it was doing, but it was hunkered down at an old punky dead log. At a stump, actually. And it wasn't till the next day that I realized there was an old stump right there. And I just couldn't understand why the Sasquatch just stayed at that one spot for so long. And then I started investigating the area and found that all of the old decaying punky stumps and logs get torn through and dug through. So I've never seen this on this road. This is just right off the side of a road. This wasn't here last time I was here. I mean, obviously this big, giant old growth tree was here, but this is brand new. And this is quite the crater right here. Oh, wow. I mean, look how big this hole is. This is, you know, me, my arm, I'll go all the way in. I could damn near go inside this thing. And sure, A bear could have done it. I don't think it was a bear. God, look at those marks right there. Holy shit, those are huge. Like, look at right here. 1, 2, 3. I suppose that could be from a bear. But the thing is, we don't have big bears like that. That's a huge bear paw. And, and that might not actually be from the claws. It could just be a coincidence, but wow, something really dug a crater out of this thing looking for grubs. Oh, and then right here, that's kind of interesting. You got big, deep grooves here and here. Weird. That tree is gonna die. I mean, that's insane. That's a huge tree too. And a giant hollow cave has been dug right into the bottom of it. I mean, that cave probably goes into about 30 some percent of that base with this huge tree above it. Not good. This tree is gonna fall someday. And imagine being stuck on that side of the road when this thing falls, because you're gonna need some serious chainsaws and equipment to move that thing. Okay, so this is, I've been seeing this. I made a video about this area. This is the same area wherein I filmed that road that was just covered in Sasquatch sign. And I always said that I had scoured this mountain for nothing, no Sasquatch sign anywhere on this mountain. And then I turned down that one road and found Squatch sign everywhere. Okay. So that road I fully believe is inundated with Sasquatch. And I haven't got to that road yet. But the whole drive up, I've noticed, ooh, that's new. The whole drive up, I've noticed trees have been pushed over, knocked over, and they're across the road, and people have had to cut them out. And I see right there, see that tree break in the center of the screen? That was definitely not there last time I was here. Okay, whatever. Tree fell over, broke over. This, all of this, is laying here, knocked over, still green. The whole freaking road was covered in this stuff. Now, we didn't have a big storm here recently. We didn't have an ice storm. Look at that. That's fresh green wood, shattered and broken. All of these trees completely knocked over. This whole section right here of trees have been knocked over. I mean, like a freaking, I don't know, avalanche came through here and just knocked all this over. This was not like this last time I was here. I haven't even got to my main road. And see, look, okay, so these trees, they fell over. Their roots were still attached, or whatever. Their roots popped up out of the ground, so they didn't break from their roots. But look at this one. Its root didn't pop, yet this whole tree just bent sideways with its, and its root system didn't pop. And this whole section right here, I mean, it looks like, like a meteorite came through here I mean, try to understand, like, what in the hell caused it? Look at the whole length from, see where my truck is, to the left of my truck. Something came through here and just knocked every tree down. None of these are cut. Every single one of these is pushed over. I mean, there's no way, like a gust of wind could do that. Look, all around us, we're surrounded by trees. In every direction, completely surrounded and protected by wind. Yet something came whoosh right through here and knocked down. Fuck, let's count them. Like, this was a dead tree. This was a dead, decayed tree, but nonetheless, it was knocked over, ripped down. That's 2 trees. Then this one got uprooted. That's 3. Then there was 4, 5. Well, and this right here is 6, 7. This makes number 8 uprooted. Here we go. 9, 10. Whoa. There's a smaller one underneath me that's going a different direction. I can't even count them all. There's, let's say, 10, 11, 12. This is insane. And most of these, almost all of these, are green, meaning they're alive. They were healthy. Here's another one running this way. 12, 13. I mean, this is just baffling. And like I said, the whole drive up, God, this is sketchy what I'm walking on right now. The whole drive up, there were trees in the road that had to get cut with chainsaws to free up the road. That happens. Wind, Mother Nature, stuff like that. But of course, when I see that, I always suspect it could be a Sasquatch trying to keep people out of this area, because that's something they do. But this right here, this is just madness. I mean, where are we at? Somewhere 13, 14, 15. Whoa, don't break, don't break. Now look at this thing. All of these trees uprooted. Boom, boom, boom. All of them going this direction. This tree uprooted. I mean, I can't even count them. There's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Here's another tree. Busted over, leaning this way. Okay, so where did this tree come from? See, that tree broke off from its roots. Right there. It's up in the air. Oh, it busted off from right there. Right next to this one. And then that tree is fresh. It's green. It's completely detached from the ground, yet it's totally green. So it hasn't been here very long. And then look at all these trees. I mean, look at this. I mean, it looks like a bulldozer would have drove through there to do that, to push all those over. But of course, that would have left very, very obvious tracks. You can't drive a piece of equipment through the woods like that without basically creating a road in your path. I mean, that's roughly 20 trees all in a row, all in a perfectly straight line, just boom, 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 like a domino effect. And look how surrounded they are, how protected they would be from the elements. All of the trees to the left and right of them are standing tall, strong, healthy. So wind could not have done that. No way wind could have done that, because wind would have had to knock all those out of its way to have enough force to knock these ones down. Wow. So I am on that road right now. I've done a video about this road, and I'm not far at all from where that 20-something trees were at. But this road is blocked now. I have game cameras just right up the way too, that I'm really eager to see those game cameras. You know, I try not to get too excited about stuff like this, because you get a lot of disappointment as a Sasquatch researcher. But this is a green tree. You know, it's not dead at all. Still green. Right in the middle of the road. I mean, and where it came from, this is a pretty well protected tree from wind. But it broke free from its root system right here. Fell over. Ooh, I think I see some potential footprints. Oh, it's pretty soft in here. Ooh, look at. And then look at that. God, maybe there's some better ones. Definitely, I see a lot of elk prints. God, it's quiet in here. Okay. I'm gonna go back. It's just so hard to get good prints out here in the Pacific Northwest. There's definitely a trail that goes this way. God, we had so much rain. Wow, look at that potential print. I mean, it's hard to say. It's all washed out. Big old growth tree back in here. God, it's a big one. That's cool. Love these big trees. I mean, that's your normal tree this size, you know, and that's about as big around as my head. And then for some reason they didn't cut this one down. This one's huge. All right, I gotta go check those game cameras. Oh, yep. Something was digging in this. See the big craters here that, oh, it's real soft. Oh yeah, it's been dug in. Big time, big time. Alright. I better not go too far. I don't have my mace on me. I don't have my gun on me. I got kind of excited and just ran down to that tree in the road. Probably not smart. I can't believe how many trees got knocked down since last time I was here. You know, like this one here, it somehow ended up sideways. It's still attached. And these all got pushed over as well somehow. Still got root systems on them. Whoa. And another thing in here, in this area that stands out to me, is the trees go every which way here. You know, they're not all falling one way, you know, where like a windstorm came through and was blowing hard from west to east or vice versa. It's like the trees in here are just scattered everywhere. Here's a bunch of deep prints, but those all look like probably elk. I need a freshie. Nice, fresh, deep footprint. See, look at this perspective. This is where all those trees... I mean, what did that? I mean, it's like a freight train. Plowed through there. And knocked down 20-something trees. And they're all going this way. I mean, that's bizarre. Every tree knocked down and plowed this way. Like, I mean, just like a full-blown, like, domino effect of tree into tree into tree. And then I'm gonna drive out and show coming in. This was all new. These trees were blocking the road. Somebody had to cut them out of the way. This tree was blocking the road. Somebody had to cut it away. This group of trees right here was blocking the road. And, you know, I mean, I just monitored the game cameras. Those recorded basically the entire winter. And they did pick up a couple, you know, I don't know, wind storms, I guess, where some trees were blowing in the game camera. But nothing that extreme. You know, there wasn't like a vicious ice storm this year. There was really, it was a pretty mild winter. They didn't even really get snow accumulation up here. There was a couple minor dustings. But yeah, it's and so this is the road. I did a video on this road as well. And see, these were all the trees. In a previous video, I talked about how it seemed like something was intentionally blocking this road with all these trees that had been pushed over and pulled in its path. You know, I did that a long time ago. That was last year that I made that video. And then now all this, you know, it's, I don't know. Obviously, I can't prove anything, but that huge cluster of trees, that just doesn't make any sense. I mean, it looks like a freaking meteorite came in and plowed them all down. But obviously, if that happened, there'd be like an explosion. There would be a crater. I mean, some kind of insane force ripped through there and blasted over 20-something trees. You know, I don't really know the forest around here. This isn't my normal research area. But there's something going on in this area.